Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Control on the PC. And we are in an SCP inspired adventure. We're in a Foundation-esque facility. And there's this stuff going on, as you can see over there. Some sort of alien audio signal, I guess, is spreading out throughout the whole facility, taking over people's bodies and minds and stuff. Some people are, some people have these vest chest thingies that protect them, but only a few. And we're immune, I guess, because we're the director now. So I don't know. We're trying to find the hotline that lets us talk to the weird entities in charge of everything.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
There's some creepy stuff being said. Oh, shit. Yes, glass will not protect you in this game. There's a lot of destructible things, which is pretty cool. The extent of the destructibility is always a question. Week 83 report. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel Inn, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. That's a lot of places. Mini bar. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. There you go. Business expanse. Huh. That looks friendly. Hiss barrier. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Impediment? I don't know. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, or destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. The Hiss agent. Hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. Oh, okay, good to know. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons, preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility, or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Okay, so I guess it doesn't really matter if I shoot all the hanging people? Please be aware. Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Green is stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent building shifts. It definitely seems as if the recording is not getting a steady 60 FPS. Which is a bummer. The game runs perfectly fine. But I guess I could continue to downgrade it, or I could just switch it to 30 FPS. And just lock it in. But that would require me to stop, so I think you're stuck for this one. Oh, here we go now. Oh. Okay. Shit. Maybe I shouldn't have started it from over here. My God, just black and red. Shit, what was that leg? Ah! I'm gonna fucking die. I'm building up some spiky point things. Well, right now the gameplay seems fairly simplistic. But if they gave me a shotgun, well then. Here we go.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Okay, I want to launch things through the air. So I think, like, just, like, dialogue, voice, volume is just really low. Like, in the game, it's just low. I don't know why. Machine God. Okay, here we go. I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God. But not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans, plus the timing belt for my car's engine and the wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address in the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Huh. Well, a machine God certainly sounds pretty familiar. You know, praise the Omnisci and all that. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connection to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. More like P. Fartwell. Anyways. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. More like... I don't know. Penny Fartwell. Holy shit.
Hey, Mangg, what's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Mangg. What happened?
I don't know. They blacked it out.
It's like the director says, confidential and children both start with C.
No, it's your neck. looked over. We'll find your mama together.
What the fuck? Okay. I expected to see something in the reflection there behind me, but alright, that was just weirdly creepy. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling... Why would Theodore Roosevelt know anything about lawnmowers? I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. More like James Farttholomew. Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. You just replace Bart with Fart, and it's pretty much always a good laugh.
Communications. We're on the right track.
They don't even have a mirror in their bathrooms? What the hell? Damn the U.S. government. Oh, knocked the F out. Is he dead? Seems dead. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech, and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, signed me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Huh. I mean, that guy over there got killed by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. Maybe. Coincidence? I think no.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Shit. Okay, I just have to get to it, huh? Can do. Shit. Shit. I'm a-coming. Get cleansed. More telekinesis.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal.
Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Oh, here we go. Ho ho ho, yeah. Ho ho ho, yeah. Okay, you can just hold stuff indefinitely. That's pretty good. Oh, okay, I wasn't supposed to. Right, but... Okay. They didn't want me to, like, ease it in there. They just want you to throw shit. Throw shit I can. Pew! Ho ho ho! Damn! You really chuck that shit. Very exciting. Here we go now. Oh, we're gonna be launching everything at everyone. It's gonna be awesome. Nice. Okay, but it's gotta recharge. I understand. I understand. See ya.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like...
Oh. Oh yeah. Alright, now it's getting better. Eat shit. Who shot at me? Who shot at me? No, really, where did that bullet come from? Well, anyways.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
There's so many things to throw. But let's read. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow Awe. National news site have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to redact it. So another AWE behind us and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring redacted, redacted, and redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Thomas E. out. Get me some targets. Give me some targets. We don't have any clearance level, of course.
Maybe there's a key nearby.
Even though I'm the director. Shit. That's pretty great.
This must open the door.
What the fuck happened to this guy? Oh my god, dude. You know, sometime a bathroom is gonna have something interesting in it. Like a broom. Look, I got a broom. See a broom? Damn, it's just good. Just feels good. Well, here we go.
They can fly now. Great.
He can throw shit as well. Shit, I'm gonna die. Yep. I thought I could maybe like grab it out of the air, but that did not seem to be the case.
They can fly now. Great.
Like, look at 2 hits and I'm like dead. Fuck. How do you... I guess I should probably be utilizing cover way more than I am.
They can fly now. Great.
What the fuck is happening to my controls? What is happening? Oh, the mouse was like subtly moving. There you... Okay.
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
What a mess.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
Okay. I'm not gonna sit here.
America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29
and listen for over 2 minutes.
Thank you for staying up with us.
I ain't got time for that.
We've had many callers
Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal, nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's as confusing as hell. I've told Darlene 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Sure. Look at this. I'm going to die. I don't want to risk it. There's probably some cool thing in there. Like this. Get wrecked. Hit him with everything. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file, which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Stroitgens, Rubens Noguera, Arto Kolumaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, Jocko Saarinen. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further actions pending. I mean, I'm getting, like, materials. So far, they serve no purpose. But I do know that there are weapon mods. Oh, I even have weapon mods. Damage boost. Well, that just seems good. Let's put that on. Oh, and I could increase my health. That's also good. I'm glad I commented. That's just pretty. Oh, and the fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. On all this rubble from this crazy fight. That's sweet.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Huh.
Alberto to
That's the guy. This expires October 21st, 2019.
Mossy, head of comms. The hiss got him.
Butte, AWE 17. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity, located at Redacted, which had been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte's home closet disappeared during this incident. You know what it kind of reminds me of? I mean, SCP, obviously. But there was like a short-lived show. Gosh, what was the name of that? Something with a key or... No, that wasn't the name. No, what the fuck was the name of that show? The Lost Room? Is that what? I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, The Lost Room. It was basically just like a mini series, and there was just a bunch. There's like just a bunch of SCP-like objects throughout the show, and none of them were like, you know, crazy monsters or anything like that. They were more just like weird little anomalous items. And that's kind of the vibe I get from some of the stuff going on in here. There isn't really monsters or anything like that. It's just some strange anomalous stuff that they look into. And I've been contemplating doing like an SCP RPG campaign, and that's more the type of stuff that I would put in, and it would be more revolved around like hapless agents looking into weird little anomalous stuff happening in small towns, rather than like super agents taking down SCP-096 or some crazy shit like that. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino, and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Oceanview Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, redacted light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the redacted and redacted sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is redacted, but initial hypotheses center on the Butte AWE as a redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 24.3 for more details. Did I mention redacted? Okay, hotline security log. Trench. Bill Everett, the custodian. Okay, pretty... Until Carol Bishop at the bottom there, a different custodian. That's the key to the whole puzzle.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with the black pyramid.
Brilliant. Brilliant. You're a real winner, Mangg. Oh, you kidding me? Alright, I guess. Oh, look, you have a map. At least she can sprint endlessly. That's nice. She's got some good cardio. The law of three applies. Ritual attunement required. Agent must orient and anchor motel to their personal frequencies. How would I know how to do that? Okay. I thought the light switches teleported you.
Whoa.
Oh, the law of three. Which is it's just basically just a video game law, I think.
There's a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream. Hello? Anyone here?
Okay. Yeah, definitely getting Lost Room vibes from this. I don't know if that was an inspiration or not, but if you're interested in sort of a SCP-esque, like anomalous object type show, check out The Lost Room. It's not very long. It's a little hokey, but I enjoyed it. I should rewatch it. Okay, well, I'm about to pull out my gun and start blasting. Except I can't. What if I jump on the bed? Well, what if I do this? That did something. Think maybe I have to yank on it 3 times. Or hit this a few more times. Okay. I'm not so sure. Yank on that again. Okay, just one more time. Okay, this is different. Here we go.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
All right, now we're cooking. Well, that's a bit of an ordeal. But we made it to this cool room. Directors can call the board. Oh, and we got another little challenge area. What do they want me to kill this time? Allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. What the fuck? What the? That doesn't mean anything though. Contacting extra-dimensional entities. Maybe I'm supposed to just get past them. Why would I want to contact extra-dimensional entities? Phew, okay. Huh. Contact us in the hotline collectibles menu.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Okay, so now we have this whole hotline section.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth, and no one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, It'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Huh. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to play them all for you because it's a let's play, not a let's watch. But
People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
I wish I could just like read transcripts of those little videos instead of watching them. I read faster than, you know, that guy talks. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. But I can trash his office. Stupid director man. Yeah. Yeah. Take that. Oh my god, that's really cool though. Oh man, with all the papers flying, that's just awesome. I mean, it's just like a, you know, they're not actually papers flying around. It's just an animation thing, but look at that. Look at the way this shelf broke. Different than how these other shelves broke. Look at that. It's just cool. It's cool, man. What if I jump off? Parkour.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Okay. 4 ability
Hear that?
points.
Someone's singing.
New abilities.
Dang. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
The situation's getting worse.
Astral construct. Board countermeasures. Outfits. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. Okay, abilities. Okay, energy, health, melee damage, launch damage. That sounds spicy. I definitely want more health. That's a big priority. And then let's grab launch damage and energy and okay. And more launch damage. Because that's a lot of fun. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. Okay, that'll be fun.
You don't think, darling? Don't be.
Astral construct. Weapon form. Shatter. Scatter shot. Close range grouped enemies. I need more source. Not much more, though. That'll be interesting. And you can make mods. Random weapon mods. Random personal mods. Alright. That's interesting. So these are like challenges? But why would I not accept them? Grip. Well, I don't know what grip is. I can only accept 3. Well, I'm not going to kill anybody with melee. Let's take that. And they give nice little rewards. That's fun. And you can fast travel around. Cool stuff, man. Okay, so I'll fix it next time. I'll just lock it down to 30 FPS. I, of course, will be playing in beautiful, crisp, smooth 60 FPS, but since you're just watching this, you have to suffer. But anyways, my name is Mangg. Gaming watching has been Control. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.